Good morning, dear students. Today we shall begin with the first part of the first chapter of statistics, that is, Introduction of Statistics. But before we begin with statistics, we need to go through the meaning and definitions of economics so that we are able to understand the importance and the purpose of statistics. So the meaning of economics that you already know is has been derived from two Greek words, that is oikos and nemens, and as a result economics means household management. Now there are four definitions that are given by different economists over time. The first definition is a wealth definition which was given by Adam Smith, who is considered to be the father of modern economics. So economics is the science of wealth according to Adam Smith. In this, Mr. Smith was of the view that economics is concerned with the problem arising from wealth getting and wealth using activities of the people. The second definition is a welfare definition which was given by Alfred Marshall. He said economics is the study of man in the ordinary business of life, with inquiries how he gets his income and how he uses it. So over here, Mr. Marshall says that there are two important aspects. One is the study of wealth, and the other and the most important side is the study of man. And as a result, through this definition, Mr. Marshall wanted to shift the emphasis from wealth to welfare, and as a result, this definition is considered as a welfare definition. The third definition is a scarcity definition which was given by Professor Lionel Robbins. He said economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. So over here, Mr. Robbins has indicated towards this term scarcity. We know that in an economy there are scarce resources and human wants are unlimited, and we need to satisfy those unlimited wants through these scarce resources by alternative uses. So scarcity is the root of all economic problems. It is the main cause why we study economics, and this concept of scarcity was introduced for the first time by Professor Lionel Robbins. The fourth definition is growth-oriented definition. According to Professor Anthony Samuelson, economics is the science of how man and society choose, with or without the use of money, to employ scarce productive resources which could have alternative uses, to produce various commodities over time and distribute them for consumption now among various people and groups of society. Samuelson's definition tells us that economics is the social science, and it is mainly concerned with the way how society employs its limited resources for alternative uses. So, it is a modified version of scarcity definition. Now, there are various types of activities that are performed by an individual. These are of two types: economic activities and non-economic activities. Economic activities refers to those activities which are undertaken to earn a living. For example, workers working in a factory, shopkeepers selling goods, etc. There are three main economic activities. Now, economic activities are all those activities that are undertaken to earn certain amount of money. Now, these activities have been further subdivided into three categories, that is consumption, production and distribution. Consumption is an economic activity which deals with the use of goods and services for the satisfaction of human wants. For example, eating bread, listening to music, etc. So, consumption refers to the use of goods and services which has got the capability to satisfy human wants. Consumption can be of anything. It can be of food item, it can be of music, it can be of furniture, anything. The second economic activity is production. Production refers to all activities which are undertaken to produce goods and services for generation of income and satisfying human wants. So production is primarily taken up with the purpose of earning profit. The producer produces various goods and services. They sell it in the market and they earn money. It is the main economic activity. The third one is distribution. Distribution is that economic activity which studies how income generated is distributed among factors of production. So distribution over here refers to the distribution of profit that a producer gets among the owners of factors of production. And as you already know, there are four factors of production, that is land, labor, physical capital and human capital. Non-economic activity are the activities which are rather not concerned with the creation of money or wealth and are known as non-economic activities. For example, housewife cooking for her family, praying to God, attending parties, etc. So all those activities which do not lead to earning money, all those come under this category of non-economic activity. These activities are performed out of love, out of sympathy, out of fear. Okay. Now, introduction of statistics. The word statistics conveys different meaning to different people. This term statistics means they have got different notion. Different people perceive it differently. Some people regard statistics as data, facts or measurements, while others believe it to be the study of figures. So some people consider statistics to be the data or the facts. The others consider the study of those data or facts. An average person perceives statistics as a column of figures, various types of graphs, tables and charts showing the change in different types of data. So an average person perceive it in the form of graph, tables and charts. In earlier, the scope of statistics was primarily limited to collection of data for determining the economic and social condition of people living in a different part of the country. That is why economics and statistics are related, because the scope of statistics was to determine the economic condition, in fact even the social condition of the people. The people involved in statistics, they used to collect the data and they used to analyze it. And that is why we need to study statistics as a part of economics. But with the passage of time, scope of statistics widened. For some time, statistics was regarded as a branch of economics, but now it has become a full-fledged independent subject. So initially, statistics was a part of economics, but now it is studied as an independent subject in higher classes. At your level, it is still a part of economics that you need to study. Now, meaning of statistics. Some authorities have defined statistics as statistical data, whereas others as statistical method. Now, there are two senses in which the meaning of statistics can be extracted. The plural sense refers to the data, the facts that are present. In singular sense, all those statistical methods that are used in statistics, that comprises in that meaning of statistics. There are various methods such as collection, organization, presentation. We will be studying about these in the later chapters. So first of all, we should understand statistics in plural sense. So in plural sense, statistics refers to information in terms of numbers or numerical data, such as population statistics, employment statistics, etc. However, any numerical information is not statistics. For example, a cow has 4 legs is not statistics, but average height of 26 plus people in India is 6 feet compared to 5 feet in Nepal is statistics. So, in plural sense, statistics refers to all the numerical data. But the numerical data should make sense, it should be relevant. If there is an individual who says that a cow has got 4 legs, his statement cannot be considered in statistics because it is not relevant anywhere. It is not showing any level of aggregation. Level of aggregation is very important in statistics. But if we say that the height of the youth who are 26 plus, their height is 6 feet, and the height of people in Nepal, the average height over there is 5 feet, then this can be considered as statistics because there is a level of aggregation, a level of totality rather. In fact, average has also been calculated, and as a result, it can be considered as statistics. Now, the features or characteristics of statistics in plural sense. You need to study all the features of statistics in plural sense. So, the first one is aggregates of facts. Statistics are a number of facts. Single and isolated figures are not statistics, as such figures cannot be compared. For example, if it is stated that population of India is 121 crore, or that the value of total exports from India is rupees 1441420 crores, then these aggregate of fact can be termed as statistics. It can therefore be concluded all statistics are expressed in numbers, but all numbers are not statistics. So, a single data is not statistics. Certain level of aggregation is important. If I say that I am one of the population of India, that is not going to be considered in statistics. But if I add up the entire population, and if I say that the population of India is 100 or 21 crore, or if I say the population of Bihar is so and so, in that case it can be considered as statistics. So every number is not statistics, although the statistics are expressed in numbers. So you need to remember this. The second feature is numerically expressed. Statistics are expressed in terms of numbers. Qualitative aspects like small, big, rich or poor, etc. are not statistics. For example, to say Irfan is tall and Sachin is short has no statistical sense. However, if it is stated that height of Irfan is 6 feet and that of Sachin is 5 feet, then these numerical will be considered statistics. So there are two aspects of a particular data: qualitative and quantitative. Quantitative data refers to numbers. Qualitative data shows the quality of a particular data. So in statistics, only quantitative data is considered, the data that can be expressed in numbers. Words like small or big are not relevant in statistics. The third characteristic is multiplicity of causes. Numerical data are influenced by a variety of factors. It is not easy to study the effect of any one factor separately by ignoring other factors. For example, statistics of production of a crop, say rice, is affected by the rainfall, fertilizers, seeds, methods of cultivation, etc. It is not possible to study separately the effect of each of these forces on the production of rice. So numerical data can be influenced by a number of factors, and it is not possible, it is not easy to study all the factors individually. The next characteristic is reasonable accuracy. A reasonable degree of accuracy must be kept in view while calculating statistical data. This accuracy depends on the purpose of investigation, its nature, size, and availability of resources. Now, whenever we calculate a statistical data, certain degree of accuracy is expected, and that accuracy is dependent on various variables like the nature of the data, its size, the availability of resources, etc. The next characteristic is mutually related and comparable. Those numerical will be called statistics which are mutually related and comparable. So it is very important for the data to be comparable and be related to each other. Unless they have the quality of comparison, they cannot be called statistics. For example, Ram is 40 years old. Mohan is 5 feet tall. Sohan has 60 kg of weight are not mutually related and hence cannot be compared. So one person's age is given, the other's height is given, and the third person's weight is given. So there is nothing in common. If only all the three data would have been given for all these three individual, it would have become comparable. But in this present example, the data is not comparable. The next characteristic is predetermined objectives. The purpose of collecting statistical data must be decided in advance. Otherwise, usefulness of data collected would be negligible. So it is very important to pre-decide what is the objective of collecting the statistical data. If the objective is not clear, the data is not going to be very useful in calculation. The next characteristic is collected in a systematic manner. For accuracy and reliability of data, the figures should be collected in a systematic manner. If the figures are collected in a haphazard manner, the reliability of such data will deteriorate. So not only data is important, its systematic collection is important so that the data is reliable. So that is it for today. So today we have studied about the definitions of economics. The first one was wealth definition by Mr. Adam Smith. The second one was a welfare definition by Mr. Alfred Marshall. The third was a scarcity definition by Professor Lionel Robbins, and the fourth one was a growth-oriented definition by Professor Anthony Samuelson. After that, we studied about human activities. These are of two types, economic activities and non-economic activities. Economic activities can be further subdivided into consumption, production and distribution. Statistics is perceived in two senses, plural sense and singular sense. Plural sense refers to the statistical data, the facts, the figures. Singular sense refers to the statistical method, that is its collection, organization, presentation, etc. The last thing that we studied was characteristics of statistics in plural sense. These are aggregates of facts, numerically expressed, multiplicity of causes, reasonable accuracy, mutually related and comparable, predetermined objectives, and collected in a systematic manner. So that is it for today. These are your assignment questions. The first one is discuss the three main economic activities, and the second one is define statistics in plural sense and mention its characteristics. So that is it for today. Thank you.